Pete Friedman, and this is the Wheaton Municipal Band. Please welcome, now beginning his 40th season, Dr. Bruce Moss. Hello, I'm Pete Friedman. Welcome to another special online video from the Wheaton Municipal Band. We would much rather be performing for you live in Memorial Park every Thursday evening. However, your safety and the safety of the band are our top priorities. We had to make the very difficult decision to cancel all live performances this summer. This was our last choice, but it was the right call. That's why we're continuing to present these special online videos each Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m., the same time our concerts normally would begin in the park live. We want to assure you that we're still here. And so to get things started, here's the music director and conductor of the Wheaton Municipal Band, now in his 41st season, Dr. Bruce Moss.
Good evening. I was looking through some files as I was preparing for the season, and I found something that I had written 10 years ago to the members of the audience. Dear fans of the Wheaton Municipal Band, that it has been a pleasure and joy to bring music to you on summer Thursday nights for the past 40 years is truly an understatement. Thank you for giving me the chance in the summer of 1979. We've welcomed many luminaries, played at conventions, performed at Grant Park, and on PBS's The American Experience, and in the recording studio. But when it comes right down to it, the biggest thrill is always the Thursday night concerts in Memorial Park. Our hats are off to the great fans of the Wheaton Municipal Band, what we like to call the best community band audience anywhere. And we mean it. On behalf of all involved with the band, a sincere thank you for all you do that makes my job and that of the band announcer Pete Friedman a great pleasure. Thank you.
what do you do besides being a band teacher? Well, I play in this band in Wheaton all summer, and I couldn't imagine summer without it.
Perform perfectly on the spot, and that's fun. And the people are wonderful. The people are supportive.
I started meeting a lot of friends, and I started playing lots of different music. That was just really exciting to me.
The audience is the reason why I show up every week. It's because I love these people.
I think in many ways that's what makes music so valuable, is that it really, in some ways, takes everything that we are as people and manifests itself into something that we can physically see.
What these people are as people. We gotta stop on that one. It's what everybody is as a person.
My name's Andrew Packer, and I have been a percussionist in the Wheaton Municipal Band for 6 summers, and this summer would have been my 7th.
So I first knew him as a dedicated percussionist.
I looked into it and I auditioned and I made it in, and I did the first summer with Dr. Moss and everyone, and it was amazing. It had been a long time since I played. I'm a teacher. I teach in Lombard, and being able to perform again after quite a while since I was doing it in college was amazing.
Andrew, he's a very good percussionist.
He's been the section leader for the percussion, I believe it's the last 4 years.
Mad respect for him as a player, and he's super positive. It's like nothing ever gets him down. Everything is positive about him. So.
He plays those drums with such joy. There is ear-to-ear grin of Andrew, and I adore Andrew.
A major cheerleader for the Wheaton Municipal Band.
He loves the band. He just finds solace every summer in the band, and so he is quite devastated this year to not have it.
With the Wheaton Municipal Band not having concerts this summer, it kind of feels a little bit like part of my soul is kind of absent currently, because that part of my soul was created when I joined. Had a brain aneurysm that ruptured in April of 2013. But fortunately, I was still here, because a lot of the stats show a varying degree of how many people die right away when the aneurysm ruptures. But I was still here. I was just in a lot of pain. On the internet, when you look it up, it says it's the worst headache you've ever had. And it was officially a giant brain aneurysm. It was over 2.5 centimeters big. After a solid 12 to 14 hours of surgery, it was a success. And then I just stayed in the ICU for about 2 weeks, and I couldn't talk right away. I had to remember how to speak, and I remember how to get my vocab back, and I had to remember how to use my right arm. They would say, "Please raise your right arm," and I would take my left hand, I'd grab my right arm and raise it up in the air, and the nurses would get really mad at me and start like pushing down my arm. "No, raise your right arm." Of course, they told him, they said, "When the surgery's done, we don't know if he'll remember who you are or who he is, and so just be ready for that." And I remember the story goes that it was done, and I was in the bed, and they said, "Is your name Andrew Packer?" I blinked once for yes and once for no, and I blinked once. They said, "Is this your wife?" And I blinked again once, and so they did some more questions just to see if I was still me. I think after that whole brain aneurysm situation, and then as I was finding out more about Wheaton Band, not only did I have a passion for music anyway from my childhood, and the fact that I got to play again if I could make it into the group, that was really a part of my healing process. The fact that you're able to get together and sight read for 3 hours, and then you have a concert 10 times a summer, 11, 12, 13 songs a week times 10, it adds up. My brain was like, "Thank you, why didn't you figure this out earlier?" And my soul was like, "Thank you, why didn't you figure this out earlier?" And speaking of my brain, it really did help me in many ways recover from my surgery. Of course, I was doing all of these speech things, and I was trying to remember certain words, and I was trying to how to have a better short-term memory and all of these things. But then I was just able to get into something and do it, and it helped piece back myself in some ways. It helped me create a new version of the old Andrew Packer. You can value other people's help in whatever you're doing, whether you're a nurse or whether you're a teacher or whether you're a lawyer or whether you are a social worker, or you really need other people to get through these things. We all want to succeed together. Is that even when you are in a spot where you're recovering from any aspect of medicine, or even from a part of your life where you feel lost, that's what Wheaton Municipal Band did for me, is it gave me something to look forward to when I get to the summers. All the way through the school year, I love teaching, I love working with those folks, and then when graduation takes place and the last day of school happens, it's time for Wheaton Band.
Hey Pete, can you show me your clipboard?
Sure.
I can't believe you're actually doing it.
You've looked at it
usually,
before.
Usually I have to look over your shoulder.
That's true.
Well,
and I usually don't let you see what it says.
Yeah, I know you don't like it when I try to get you to do this, but I've got your clipboard. Now you take this little implement.
Oh my gosh.
And might I share with the audience
Nice balance.
that though you are a musician, you are mainly an announcer for musicians now, but only once in my 40 years with the Wheaton Band have I ever been able to convince you to stand up and conduct them. And it was on your 25th anniversary, and the piece was Elsa entering the cathedral from Lohengrin, the
Elsa's
Wagner.
procession to the
Procession of the
cathedral. Very
cathedral.
good.
Yeah.
But that you've tried to get me to conduct a number of times. That was the only time I conducted on my own.
It was a great night. Anytime I've ever tried to get Pete Friedman impromptu on the podium to wave his arms, he has declined.
Because you're the maestro.
Yeah, but every now and then, just for a little levity, we could get you up there. We've had students come up and conduct during children's concerts evenings. We've had many, many, many guest conductors. I guess technically we could call you a guest conductor since you did it formally one time. So when we go through all the luminaries that have conducted the band, I think we need to put Pete Friedman in there.
Oh, that's a stretch. And now, back to the music.
From the highlands of Scotland comes the call of the bagpipes. The old man can no longer go to war. He must send his most precious thing, his Danny boy. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
dying. If I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I shall hear. When you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
Thank you for joining us for another online video from the Wheaton Municipal Band. We hope you enjoyed it. Tune in each Thursday evening at 7:30 this summer when we'll release another video online live. If you can't make it at 7:30, you can still find each week's installment on our website, wheatonmunicipalband.org. And if you're looking for more music and longer concerts, check out some of our previous performances from previous seasons that are available for view at no cost on our website. And now, on behalf of Dr. Bruce Moss and the rest of the Wheaton Municipal Band, I'm Pete Friedman.